Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, Research Stadium, home to the Beavers, and you better get used to the sound of chainsaws as the fans here have been ready for this clash since early this morning. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Beavers will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will take the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are...
He's going to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. No fair catches here, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Beavers offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll leave it with him. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
To the ground with the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Beavers with the 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got the back over the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Beaver! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting set for the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll run play action. Using the quick game. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Cowboys will hustle through the line. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 40.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
The give on the inside. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
Leaves it with the running back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for the offense. Trying to power it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Air Force just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Colorado Springs. They'll enjoy this one all week. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. The Cowboys headed quickly to the line. On second down, they'll take to the air. He's got his man. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Defense in press coverage. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the offense. He'll try it again. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They move the tight end all over. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Beavers are marching down the field. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. It's complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Give to the back. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively. You've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The Cowboys are in the hurry-up.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Going up top on 1st down. Dances away. He's going to take off. Turns it on at midfield. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal touch. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the ball is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a nice job intercepting the snowball there. The quarterback threw the snowball down the field. Couldn't get it to his wide receiver. Defensive back makes a great play. Tell you what, this snow definitely affected the game.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He's going to run it. At the 40, there he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on 1st down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another 1st down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to fire on second down. They're bringing heat. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd. Got a man. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
Looking to throw it again. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oregon State. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense and they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes a move. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He's going to pass. Going deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Beavers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Ready to try the point after. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Wants to throw on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Beavers will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The run from the shotgun. Gets away from one. He's got space.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Cowboys will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. First down for this offense. Power football with the run. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. The give to the back. At the 45 on his way. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's looking to throw. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit. It is good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
From the gun, the ground game. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Let it bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
He'll do it himself. At the 35, he's open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, I really like how this offense uses the QB in the running game because he might not be the fastest quarterback in college football, but he's got just enough that you have to respect him and you have to account for him defensively.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Looking to throw on second down. They're trying to get to it. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball down.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the returner is stopped. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the ground, he's got it again. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
On second down, he'll let it fly. A little screen to the running back. Gives him the big stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. Coming after him. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State! And the pummeling has started. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain when you're defensive ends. You got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays. You got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Troy is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in the Fun Belt, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 11 over UTSA. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes a grab over the middle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They go to the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Makes the grab down the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Cowboys have this offense rolling.
First down for the offense.
Comes out throwing on first down. Quick strike complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It's a draw. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. And the Cowboys will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense.
That pass intercepted. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. Offense set on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's McWilliams. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
No good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer. Instead, they're still way, way behind. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive, David.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Grabbed over the middle. It's Perkins. They get him down after he makes the catch. And the Beavers moving quickly to the line. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
He had a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Quickly complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll give it to the back. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Touchdown, Beaver! And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle, it's McWilliams. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
The run to the left. And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
They'll try the run. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones...
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in it. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Fast motion from the offense. He's looking to pass. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
60, Oklahoma State, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Trying to find his man on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Off the play fake. Feeling some heat. With the catch, it's Contreras.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The give as they work on that clock. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll put the tight end in motion. They go to the ground. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
Touchdown, Oregon State! And the punishment has been extended. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through with no problem despite the snowy surface. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. We'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to add the stats. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.